It's such a sticky situation. No promise my girl if you only look in our direction. But say go every time you see a next one. From the week and I'm party attention. I only wanna leave the girl alone. My lady says I'm a she would understand me. I don't wanna lie, but I don't want to cry. I'm so very weak inside. Oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girl. Because as far as I can see, she told me, oh Lord, don't let me cheat on my girlfriend. Stop me from cheating. Just don't let me get caught. No, don't let me get caught. Don't let me get caught.
What a prayer.
What a prayer.
Welcome back to the Steady Show. We are live again We're live again, folks. We got Geens in the building.
We got the steady boss in the building, y'all.
Steady, we're there. Yeah, man, tonight we have a great show and we are expecting our special guest to be here tonight. Once again, we will have prime time Dennis in the building. Yeah. Dennis, I come talk up the things they were done. That's why we love to have him on the Steady Show. You know what I mean? And we got Carla Irons in the building tonight.
Hey,
Carla is coming to talk to us. Yeah. And Carla is here already. I love it. She's early. Let us give her a round of applause.
Yes.
Hey. Looking beautiful over there.
Thank you. How are you?
We are well. Thank you. Great. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Actually,
yeah.
I have someone that is a result of paternity fraud and would like to get on and speak. Yes. Yes.
Bring them. Let them come on. Let them come.
I will.
Them oh yeah.
I gave him the link. So I'm hoping that he can figure it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to hear. Thank you so much. Round of applause. Teamwork. Yeah,
so how's
man.
it going?
We are well. I sent you a Facebook request, but see you accept the thing. You understand me? I saw you pick up. You see you pick up the show. You said tonight is gonna be a great show. So
it is.
I love that. So we're waiting on Father Dennis to pass through right now. You understand? So, but in the meantime, we got Dennis Sutherland, aka Primetime Dennis. He will be with us later. Let me check. We know that Dennis is a busy man in us, so sometimes you understand me. Yeah. We have to do what we can do. So in the meantime, what we can do, we have some stuff, man. Because we are introducing new stuff, I wonder if I hit this up as well.
Probably.
It looks like
it.
Oh, so it looks like because I pulled it up the last time.
It's another screen. I like it.
Yes, it is another screen.
Oh.
Yeah, man. So we take watch ya. Carla, you that in the place. Yeah.
I'm like, where did they find that picture? And then it
Yeah. We have links, man. We have links.
You have ways.
We have links. Yeah, we have links, man. Ways and means. This thing here. This thing here is a serious issue in Jamaica. All right, we got Dennis Sutherland coming on right now. All right, let us bring him in. I want to mark your Father Sutherland. Welcome, sir.
Yeah. Coming to you from the studio this evening.
I like it. I like it. Yeah. Let us remove
My producer said I should apologize to you guys. The makeup artist came late, so.
Hey, I like the look. I like the look. I like the look. I like the look. Man, that's a prime time look, man. Let us drink to the look. You understand me? You folks
Yeah,
gonna
man.
look.
Have my
You
water.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Cheers.
All right.
I'm drinking 4 roses tonight. Yeah, I'm a bourbon drinker. I'm going 4 roses. I don't know what you're drinking over there. Dennis, I don't know what you're drinking. But
You know, I just love to have my little gentleman Jack, you know.
Hey, gentleman Jack. What you mean, boss? What you mean?
Keeping it real, keeping it real.
I don't think I've ever had that one. I sent that one to my dad for his 70th birthday. So,
It's very
he said it was. He said it was
It's
good.
very
Yeah,
smooth.
yeah. He used that exact term. He said it was smooth. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Right now,
I
yeah,
know hangovers.
yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
No hangover. Yeah, all right. We got moves like building. All right, good. Yeah, man. Moves lifestyle is here. Dennis, that person, I don't know what the link is, but if they need any assistance in getting on, then we are here to assist. I would love to hear from that person who is a result of paternity fraud. But we're gonna go into it, man. So tonight we started with a Christopher Martin song, you know. Don't make me cheat for my girlfriend. I don't know what kind of prayer that. Yeah, that's what we are saying. And is when I was going through the songs today, I realized that his ex did a song about don't let me cheat on my boyfriend. So you know, so Jamaica women, them serious, you know. So it's a potent one, but we didn't bother to play that one. Yeah,
Jamaican woman, them serious. I'm glad you said it like that. But you
yeah,
know, when you get into it, and I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be that the ladies defending the ladies, and it's gonna sound as if the man
yes,
the
sir.
man.
Shots fired. Shots
And,
fired.
and,
Shots
and, and
fired.
just before we get into it, I just want to make it clear that I am not attacking the ladies in this
Yes,
show. That's not my intent at
Like
all,
that.
but I'm gonna speak it from what it is.
yes,
And
yes.
if you don't mind me get straight into it.
Get
If
straight
you don't
into it,
mind.
my friend. Yes, sir. Get
One
straight
of,
into it.
one of the most common thing in Jamaica that I personally notice is that man is known as dogs, as most the women speak of, and nobody talks about the ladies, but yet still is like they're being shielded, but yet still the statistic is saying
Oh, man.
at least 25% of
Yes.
fathers are not the real dad.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what it's saying.
So we have
We
a
got
crisis. We have a crisis that we oftentimes ignore and point the finger at the man. I was talking to somebody today, and the person, I was sharing a story, and the person said, "Well, if the ladies them cheating, probably they're just what like it's like for example, what I said like it's not rebellious. It's like the scholar talk with me. I don't remember. Are you?
What?
You missed out. The ladies can be it's like a revenge, You're saying
Okay.
it's
it's more like a revenge thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
so what I'm saying is that their action is always justified one way or the other. And tonight we want to put a stop to that right here on the Steady Show.
All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. That's a good opening stage. No, prime time that is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Yeah, man. So we want to acknowledge our friend Cads in the building right now. Welcome, Cads. Um, Sister Carla, I don't know if you would like to go ahead and address any statements that Primetime Dennis made at all, but feel free to do so. Feel free to do so, man. Go ahead and do so. Yeah.
Listen, wrong is wrong. What happens in the dark eventually comes to light. And it doesn't matter why we do what we do. You know what I mean? Who hurts? Who's the victims in all of this? It's the fathers who thought they were fathers, or the fathers who want to truly have their children in their lives, and also the children. You know what I mean?
Right.
So everybody
The victim are
hurts
actually
in
the
this
kids.
scenario.
The one who suffer from this is actually the kids.
Of
Yes,
course.
the kids who suffer a lot.
Of course.
Yeah.
And Maurice, if you are listening, I know you are because I just spoke to you. If you could, is there any way he can call in? How does that work?
He could call in. I'm gonna give you a number. I'm gonna leave a number for him to call in because we would be able to hear him very clearly.
Okay.
So let me do that. Yeah. Let me do that.
But Maurice, all he had to do is to put his name in. Just open the thing, put his name in, and then scroll down a little bit, and he will ask to join.
All right. You hear that? Yes, sir.
Just stop on the link. Just stop on the link, Mr. Maurice. I would really want you to be a part of this.
Yes. That's awesome.
So keep playing with it until it happens. But
yeah, so the link there once again, Maurice, just go ahead and click on the link. It should take you right into studio and just follow what Dennis says. Scroll down and just enter studio and you're good to go.
And make sure you
have to put your name in first. You have to put your name in
That's right.
Carla, so make sure you put up your Bluetooth.
Oh, that's true.
I love it, Carla. I love it. Yeah, man. But Carla, you were saying something a while ago, so you can continue.
So like I said,
so
the children are the true victims in all of this. You know what I mean? And also the men who thought that these children were theirs. For instance, tonight I was at my mom's house. It was her birthday today, and I was talking to her neighbor about the topic, and she says, "You know what? My her brother-in-law had what he thought was 4 children. They migrated to Canada. The kids were in Jamaica. And when he wanted to sponsor the children, none of the 4 children were his. Put them through university, put them through school, took care of them. And it's just sad. It's sad.
But still, and this is my problem. Yes, still, the man is known in Jamaican culture widely across Jamaica as the dogs. They are the one that is labeled.
Yeah, we hear that all the time. But the statistics say
if you talk to somebody in and outside of Jamaica, they always tell you of Jamaican men are dogs.
Yes.
And I'm not here to attack the ladies, you know.
No.
For some reason, I understand how they get there. But I am just saying you have to take it easy on the man because both of us have the same issue. If you want to say that.
Yeah.
It's the attack against man that I want to talk about.
So what you're saying, so Dennis, what you're saying is that the statement, I don't think anybody should be called dogs, you know, whether it's bees or whatever.
I'm just using that. But,
okay, but
that's one of the most common things. Yeah.
But don't you think that they've earned that stereotype?
The man?
Yes, the man.
I like that.
With the statistics, that 25% our father are not the real dad.
We're not disputing that, and you're absolutely right, and it's wrong. So
that is very strong. Why is it the finger is pointing at the man? And that's all I'm saying. Let me tell you, I understand how some of the women get there doing it. Because they may have their unique desires. You know, one like ladies want to be satisfied in a certain way. Sometimes these are just some of the scenarios that I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be satisfied in a particular way, but the man who is paying or offering the financial security not able to offer the satisfaction. So there comes a second man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the second man that probably offer be the the man who probably be better in a bed and probably not use him face and rely upon him waist. You might have to get another man for that. All right, let me tell you this. It is common that women in Jamaica choose multiple men to satisfy their desires. It is very, very common in Jamaica. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I don't. A man might, but the man, I guess he just like multiple partners because some of the time it's just the objective is just sex. And when as I was saying today, Miss Carla, is that whenever time the man who paid the bills, the man who washed the car, the man who give her a ride to the store, and the man who pays the mechanic, they are rewarded with one thing: a good moment in the bed, and that's how we end up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because most times that's all the ladies have to offer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In a lot of cases, and listen, man, we're gonna talk about the things tonight, but we don't have the attacking ladies there.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna.
I know, man. You're
I'm trying not to. Hey, but look, it's hard not to do it. It's hard not to.
It's hard not to.
Given the fact that the finger is pointing at us, but yet still, look at what happened.
Yeah. But on a lighter note, I read one time somebody say, the man them want every woman as much woman as he can to satisfy him one need. But the woman want one man to satisfy her every need. And it is going to be impossible for one man to satisfy the need of some of these ladies. Therefore, they have to have different men for different reasons. You understand?
Multiple partners.
They have to have phone card, Paul. Yeah, man, go on, Carla.
But again, what caliber of women are we talking about?
All caliber of women.
That's gonna surprise you. That's gonna surprise you because I'm talking about all caliber of women.
All caliber of women.
Come on. No, I'm not. No.
You see, back in my days in Jamaica, I did some work in for the public when I was there, and I was blown away when that lady that you heard about, that quiet, decent lady that you talk about, that lady that holds up her head and everybody look up at, you will be surprised of the things that I learned, or even somebody.
But the quiet girl them cheat the nicest enough.
Wow.
This had nothing to do with caliber.
What?
Right.
It has nothing to do with caliber, woman.
So, wait a minute.
As a matter of fact, let me tell you this. Some of those high class caliber women that stick to that one man, especially worse if him in a church and him want pray before him get to business and the Lord take over and all of that. They're suffering. They are suffering in terms of satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
So there comes when that simple guy that way beneath the man standard. Where beneath are the man caliber then? You understand? That simple guy, that little taxi guy, that little policeman, right? Those little man, they always get involved. And one thing they share is just a moment, a half an hour. Well, if I'm here 15 minutes, they just want to have that time and everybody have a good time, and that's it. That's all it is about.
Time Dennis in the building. Yes, sir.
Dennis, I can't with you.
Get drink for the boss himself.
You.
Well, I hear this came up with me.
I'm make it.
How that pretty lady there?
You see the shape that when you have. You see how you talk. I love.
All right, I'm not playing no more. I have to remove it now. I'm bad out in there. I never knew it would have popped up on the screen like that or screen like that. Scream. But I never know it's that pop up. So, but there's a bad word in there. I kind of discovered it late. So sorry for the interruption there, guys. All right. Let me just remove this. But then it's not one of the situation now. The side man and lyrics are off right there. So, you know, you understand me, on TikTok, we find it. And then when you check it out, you know, at 13,000 likes about that, you know. So the point I can make out of that is that for the amount of songs, I was going through songs today to say which song can I use. There was no shortage of cheating songs. It's a big part of our culture. And as we can see from the statistics, and as you're saying, Father Dennis, it's not just a man thing, the woman them well involved in a cheating business too. You understand me? So you were making a point though, and just the video interrupted you. Yeah.
No, I already made my point. It's just
we're
that
not hearing the Dennis.
You not hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he disappeared.
Yeah, he's gonna come back up. Carla, are you hearing us?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're not here.
Oh.
So it look like that thing there interrupted. So let me just add him back to his stream.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You can hear now, Dennis?
Yes, man. I ain't going nowhere. I'm on stop.
All right. Let's do
I'm on
here. So.
All right.
So Garth had a.
All right, give it just a minute there. We will be back shortly, guys. 1 second.
Okay.
On there for my switch.
Dennis, I can't see you.
The
lighting in the studio. And lighting sometimes.
All right, you guys are back now?
Yeah.
Whoa, that stole my audio? All right, give me a second, guys. 1 moment. Let me just.
We hear you.
Yeah.
I want somebody to read this on the screen. I'm trying to figure.
Okay.
If I could read this.
It's
1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Wow, that's crazy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I ask you guys to come back into the stream, please? Thank you.
So go out and come back in.
Go out and come back in.
Hold on there.
Garth, stop it.
What did he say? All right, the audio switch. It looks like.
Hey, you hear me?
Where is that thing here? Let me see where. I go to this now. All right, check this out.
Yeah.
You guys can hear me now?
No, you're absent.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the guys in the chat, can you hear? All right. Let's see.
Do you hear me?
I hear something.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're hearing you again. Good to go. Good to go.
So.
Good to go.
I want.
All right.
Before we go back in, hey, Mom.
Monique, big up yourself. Thank you for joining.
Hey, you know what I want you to do? There's somebody that makes this comment. They said, it's not necessarily multiple man to satisfy her, but different man for different things. And well, it mount up to what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Different man for different things.
Yes.
And it is so sad. It is so sad. I'm not even gonna go back because I don't want to sound like I'm defending the man. But that's the cause, though. That's one of the cause of all these this 25% of man not being the biological father. This is the cause. because the ladies are paying out with one thing while they're having multiple partners to satisfy multiple aspects of their lives, and it's just not cool.
Yeah.
It's just not cool. And I don't know if I don't know how to suggest a fix for this, because this thing has been happening before I came and heard, and it happened since I came, and I know it continues since I came, and I know when I leave it's gonna continue just the same.
It's gonna continue, man. So one of the things you can look at, there is an economy behind the cheating. Remember last week what we said? You understand me? If a politics, there is an economic aspect to it. Badness has an economic aspect. Cheating has an economic factor to it. Because remember now, in these cases, it's not like said the woman them, like I said, the woman them don't know who are the real father, and the women are choosing the fathers.
Correct.
Yeah, the best
They are
one. That's it.
choosing that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So, but that cannot be right though in terms of from a man's perspective.
Let me
That's
tell
a
you
lot of
something
money.
experience that I have, and I'm gonna make it short. You know,
Yeah.
I, Dennis Sutherland, was choose right now. Right now, I'm gonna say this. Right now, there's a kid in Jamaica that has my last name, and prior to that lady got pregnant, I did not have an intimate relationship with her.
What is
What? What?
How that happen, brother?
Look. Let me tell you this. I swear to God. But guess what happened? At the time, I had financially I was very stable, and the man's daughter was the girl, the father was a policeman. And what happened is that one night we had gone somewhere, and however reason, she ended up in my car. I did not know she was in the car. I did not know that she was in the car. You know, I thought it was just another passenger or something like that. Mm-hmm. And when I get to Mandeville, I realized it was her, and she identified herself. And I said, whatever. And honestly, that time I was very young, in my 20s. I saw it as an opportunity to go get my, happiness on. And I left the park and went to the spot when I realized I did not remember. She came in the car for me. I did not know. And she identified herself because she used to send letters to me and a pink piece of paper. I did not know who it was. And she said she was a girl. So we went to a particular spot, trying to get my groove on. And I'd resist. She resists my thing. And she said, no. So I acted like I was upset, and then I dropped her back where she originally came in the car. I did not know that she came in there. Drop her off at the spot, which is actually a church, and people saw her coming out of the car. Told her mom. The next morning, the mom came to me about it, telling me that her father is a police, whatever. Forget that. Fast forward to some months later. A guy came to me and said, "Oh, I heard that you have such and such girl pregnant." And I'm like, "Me?" And the guy said, "Yes, I heard your name." And I went to the yard of the policeman. When I went to the yard of the policeman came out to me and said, "Me I go kill you now." I said, "For what, sir?" Him say, "Me hear what you do with my daughter." I said, "Sir, it wasn't me." Him said, "I call her," ask her, and said she's over by a different house. I went over to that house. Even after the policeman arrived, the policeman refused to ride, did not want to ride with me. Went over there and waited until the policeman came. Called her daughter outside of the grandfather's house, something like that. The girl came out the car, and I swear to God, she did not say hi, hello, how you doing, nothing. She only said one thing, and Daddy, I was a virgin when it happened. That's all she said.
Wow.
And Daddy, I was a virgin. I had not had sex with that girl. I lift my hand to God Almighty above, but it did not happen.
Mm-hmm.
But
Wow.
there was a situation. I was trying to come to the States, and a bunch of things happened, and I started to earn some money, and it was so obvious, and that's how I was selected. But guess what happened now? Fast forward to that, I had was because the man was a police. I had fears. Bunch of stuff happened. Did not want my name to call. Did not want to mess up my record and all that. I said it's not me, but I will offer some help because I realized it was a financial decision. Offer my help. After I offer my help, whatever, we get into that. Fast forward to baby born, and she said to me when the baby born, it's not her that called my name. It was her dad. And I understand why her dad would call on me, because at the time the dad only heard about me going out with her when she came into the car and I dropped her back off at the church, whatever. So I was selected because, and I was not, we had not been intimate. You know what happened after? She got pregnant again. This time, no man name can call because she had multiple men sleeping with. So her second time, no man name was called. Luckily, Dennis name
Wow. Big story, my friend.
Wow.
It's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched at all. Oh, then we go have a style up the Sutherland, the big Sutherland name, and you did not go there. Don't can't go some brother. The real Sutherland name.
and I was bullied into accepting responsibility for something that I did not do. I had nothing to do with, but because I did not want to go, I did not want to catch into any trouble. I did not want to mess up my record because I was about to come to the States and all that good stuff, and I had to do that. Right? I spoke to the child sometime after, and the child knows. He knows that I'm not his dad. He knows. But I was given that child, and that child has my name.
Wow. Rough. All right. Experience. So when experience, you can't beat experience. That's what we're going to say. Sheens actually have some data what she wants to share with us. She did some research. We're going to go into that. In the meantime, after Sheen's done, that guy that is the result of a paternity fraud, please call that number that is on the screen right now. You can just call the number straight, and we'll just play through the system. You will hear him very clearly. Let him call the number. You understand me? All right.
Yeah.
So, do you think now?
Definitely. Hey, Jules. Welcome to the show another time. I'm so happy to have you. And hey, mommy of mine.
Mommy in the building. Mommy. Yeah. Sweet lady that you know. Yeah.
All right. Let me put our eyes to the screen.
All right, just a second. All right. If we can mute, everybody can just mute for a little bit. I'm hearing some background noise. Just mute. All right. Thank you. All right. Everybody just mute while Sheen's do this. Yeah, go on.
All right. So what we're seeing on this screen right now, I don't think that's slide 1. So let's go back to slide 1. Slide 2. This is American statistics. The American Association of Blood Banks says that. Hold on, let me read it from my screen because I can't even see from that one.
It's big, yeah.
Yeah.
It's small.
It says 30% of DNA paternity tests turn out negative. So in America, it's 30% of fathers who, well, they're the father of the children. 30% of those tested. All right. World statistics. Let me move to the next slide. Just to put things in perspective, I should say 2 things, right? Researchers went through articles published between 1950 and 2004, and what they found worldwide was that 1 in 25 fathers who fathered children were actually not the fathers of the children. 1 in 25. All right. That's 4% of the um, paternal population. That's not correctly said, but you get the idea. And then on the next slide, this is Jamaican statistics, which are quite interesting. And the good thing is that Jamaicans have been researching this thing lately, and so we have some of the data there. Dr. Herbert Gale, who is an anthropologist at University of the West Indies, he did a study in 2016, and he says 25% of men, in line with the world statistics, are unknowingly raising children that are not biologically theirs. This is not on the screen, but he also says that a high percentage of the intimate partner violence is due to paternity fraud in Jamaica. This 70% that is going around is from Polygenics Consulting, which is a DNA testing company in Jamaica. And they gave a report in 2019. And they say of all the paternity tests they have given since 2015 up to this time, up to 2019, 70% of those tested were not the father. So not 70% of the Jamaican population, like some people have been saying, but 70% of the men they tested. And what was interesting about this article, let me try to finish quickly.
Yeah.
What I know, I'm long-winded.
Yeah, just talk a little fast.
Yeah. What was interesting about this article was that it was the wives of some of these husbands who were calling paternity into question. The understanding that the wives are not the carriers of the children. Right. It's the wives who are seeking paternity testing for their husbands because the women outside of the marriage are saying that they are pregnant by their husbands.
Not sure about that.
And then in addition to the wives, it's the family members.
Mothers and sisters. Them concerned, yeah.
And interestingly also, according to Polygenics Consulting, it happens more at a certain time of the year. Whenever gifts are supposed to be given, and they say their peak time is Christmas time.
So it's an economy them are run out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Next Jamaican start, we soon finish.
Yeah.
This one, I won't go through all of them, but the statistics are quite interesting. So somebody did a journal article, they did a research, and they looked at the male perspective of paternity fraud in Jamaica during COVID-19, and they just interviewed a whole lot of men. 900 men believe paternity fraud is wrong, and that's 84%. I don't know where the other verse them stand, because 100% would just make sense for this. 83% of the participants say they would take a DNA test to prove if this kid is theirs. 925, that's 86%, believe that DNA paternity testing is a man's right. But as a result of that, people say if they find out that they're the victim of paternity fraud, 4.9%, that's 52 of them, stated that they would commit homicide or suicide. And one person said he would, one of the hundreds said that, or over 1,000 said that he would be responsible for that child, even though the child is not his.
A lot of men do it still.
And then 33%, he would be fully responsible. And then 33% said they would continue to protect the child.
Well, there you have it. You hear anything where you want to take on that, Father Dennis? Oh, I wonder if you're muted.
Yeah, still muted.
Well, they don't have to worry about me. They don't have to worry about me with that, because you know what? I am not going to father that child after the paternity test. That child is not mine. I'm done.
What?
I'm done.
Carlo, what do you mean by what?
I'm done. I am not going to father nobody else's child. Go and find the father, because, you know, I understand it, when I would not end the relationship with me and the kid, but I'm not gonna be no Mickey Mouse or nobody and playing not just playing a father role, but taking out somebody's responsibility while somebody out there laugh and enjoy themselves. Because you know what, one of the common thing in our culture is that when a man being cheated on, he's highly disrespected. Highly disrespected. One little careless man out there laughing at him, having fun at him because he's taking on his responsibility. So I won't be a victim of that. I'm gonna step down immediately when I found out that I'm not the father of the child.
And I respect that. However, you know what? One thing that we have not mentioned, I haven't seen it mentioned in any of the articles. I haven't heard it mentioned here. How come no one's thinking about disease? You know what I mean? Like, how are you just out there just free and without no protection or anything like that? I mean, come on.
Bareback ride at them. Yeah.
What's happening? What's happening? And another thing is that I understand, but suppose you get to the point where, for instance, I have a friend of mine that I spoke to. Cheated on his wife, wound up getting what he thought was getting a girl pregnant, and she never showed him the birth certificate. He had a suspicion that the child was not his. Eventually, his older daughter, went and did the paternity test and found out that the child was not his. But he had a bond with that child for 7 years. So how do you just walk away from the kid? And I understand financially, you feel victimized taking care of a kid. But if you were not there, you know what I mean? And how do you separate that?
Well, I'm going to walk away from it. I'm going to walk away from the financial aspect of it and try my best to detach the emotional side of it as much as I can, because I hate to be disrespected in that form, and therefore I won't take on somebody's responsibility. So I might just repeat what I just said. I'm not gonna do it, and it's not one of the easiest things to walk away from. You know, after building a bond, but you know,
and after spending your money, God.
And after investment, after investment. You know, but I can tell you, now that I'm thinking about it, and I know at least 9 men. I was counting about 9 men that I know that are victim paternity fraud.
Then if you alone can know 9 somebody, my friend, me know a number of them. You understand me? And even recently, I've spoken with people who've been going through this, and it's never really one easy thing. And I think one of the things everybody can come talk about, oh, you did bond with the picnic, and you're taking responsibility, and somebody needs to step up, and somebody needs to do that. But I think we are ignoring, you understand me, the hurt, the pain, the trauma, the deception. You understand me? That the man goes through. And generally, I don't know why sometimes women feel like man don't have feelings in a bridge. Because they do these things.
Let me respond to that. Let me respond to that. And it's something that I talk about a lot. Is that man has been
demonized.
No, man has the emotion are equates to stupidly equates to his physical strength. People think that man is emotionally strong as they're physically strong, because a man can lift up this, move that, and that we know it for. So they think that we can, you know, when we feel when you cheat on us. And well, look, man, let me tell you something. I'm talking from experience, and I've been cheated on twice, you know. right? And I remember the last time when I found out, it's like a pregnant woman, I feel the belly from down, feel the pain from down, and I will bottom of my belly. I cried that somebody was beating me.
Oh God.
I cried like somebody was beating me.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I have to live with that embarrassment. And you know what I learned after that is that I was accused of cheating. I was accused, so she was retaliating, and I was cheated on twice in a committed relationship, and that is always the excuse. But guess what happened? I have a man. Each of them, I have a man name that is called. But I am accused of cheating, but no woman here has not been called. I've never been confronted.
Wow.
That is straight manipulation there. And of course, one of the common things when somebody cheats, they tend to accuse you first. Gaslighting. So the whole gaslighting situation. But as they said before, as a general rule, they say women cheat better than men, and it is clear. I heard a perspective today that say when a woman cheat, she's good at hiding it, because something inside of her knows that she really do something wrong and violate the thing. But men know, I have my own opinions on it. I'm not gonna go into all of it because my wife not agree with everything I believe about certain things. You understand me? But they say men are hunters sometimes. And sometimes, as we say, the statement I made earlier on, sometimes man go out there when they're supposed to do it. You understand me? But we know say it's a different situation. I may also hear them say the reason why man can cheat, and you're supposed to understand, and we're not saying ladies are going to understand, but man, we understand. Hear them say this. Them say if you have a lock that any key can open, then the lock is worthless. But if you have a key that can open any lock, then you have a master key. So the man of the key, and the woman of the lock. So it's not the same thing. And I think one component to when men talk and why women don't really understand from a perspective is that men can go out there and sleep with anything, Look at recreational sex, look at anything you want to go on with. You understand me? Doing thing and then you forget about it. You understand me? But the woman, most likely, she go have what? For first of all, she a game raw, That's why they pick the comedian in the first place in the Bridget. You understand me?
Women are more clever with cheating.
A skin to skin, you are going.
Yeah, women are more clever with cheating. And another same way. Another same way the man them walk them jump. But no. I can't so well. But Gregory, I say a thing.
Yeah. Big up Father Greg. Welcome Father Greg into the building. Father Greg. Hey, Father Greg, I get too busy, You understand me? It say women are more clever with their cheating. I know the same. What?
And I know the same way them walk, them jump.
He always so chatting about there, I know the same way they walk, they jump.
All right.
You understand me?
And then,
you love farms, Greg. Bless them. Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then the first comment you had read, Uncle Dennis, it was Sir Garth who had said it, and here he is with another comment. Oh, by the way, Monique was agreeing with Carla earlier with the disease aspect of things. Sir Garth says, can't even be mad at Dennis for saying that, but different men would have different opinions on this part of it. Because Carla said it. How do you walk away from the bond you built after 7 years?
Yeah. Good comment.
Yeah. Jules was a little surprised at Uncle Dennis' admission, and Mommy.
Say bad lucky.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, yes, this is happening. And unfortunately, 25% of men on the island are taking care of jackets, right?
Right.
But devil's advocate, how many men are out there in committed relationships, whether you're married or what have you, and go out and have an outside child, and the woman is supposed to accept it?
No, 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 no. The woman accepted. No, no, no.
Good
The woman
question. Good
accepted by
question.
choice. The woman accepted by choice. When the
Right.
woman, and let me tell you something. If where I'm at right now, if a woman cheat on me, I'm done. Done. You understand?
Yeah,
And it
with
doesn't
good reason.
matter how much time I cheat. If she cheat on me, I am done. That is my stand. If she chose to stay after that, the man went out to have a kid. It was her choice. She had the opportunity to leave, but for whatever reason, whatever benefit that she's getting, she chose to compromise her standards and stay. That's nobody's fault. The man is a dog, or the man is wrong. The man, whatever you want to do, and nobody, you can beg her to stay, but it's her choice. She chose to stay.
Mm-hmm.
She chose
Mm-hmm.
to stay. Because remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
No,
Carla.
go ahead.
Yeah. So as I said before, there's an economy in it. So for instance, when a man go out and cheat, most of the time, Chris Rock made a statement that's very, very, very popular. Our Chris said is that a woman and a man have a different mindset when it comes to cheating because most of the times the woman has some kind of attachment. But here is what hurts a man in most cases, and what women sometimes fail to understand is that the man who cheat by you, he not really trying to take you for your man, you know. You understand me? Or your husband. He's not trying to take you away. The woman, if it's a stable man, she might look on the man. If, for instance, a married man, the woman might say, oh, he take care of your wife and make a good money. So if we can't take him from the wife, then he get all of that. But a man who is cheating, him probably already have other women where him a cheat without there. You understand me? So he not really try to take away. You understand me? The woman from her husband or her man. He just have a good time.
The minute she leave her, the minute she and her husband mash up him down, you know, because he
Yeah,
was
but
that responsibility, you know.
yeah.
The minute she and her husband start having problems, him gone. He was just looking for a good time, and sometimes he was just satisfied that woman need, and he get to the woman, and the woman decides, so, boy, I'm gonna end it with the other man. You understand? And then try to move on with him, and him no want that responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
the
understand?
responsibility.
Let me tell you something. The two times that I was cheated on in my committed relationship, none of them relationship last 3 months afterwards. Because what happened, I step out. And after I step out, they realize that the responsibility that I had now fall in their lap. And they don't want that. They just want it all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
And
they were
it's kind of
fooled. Right. Huh?
it's the same kind of mindset too, you know, because I heard a woman saying it on a TikTok, and naturally I'm not gonna touch it again until we figure out how the part there go. But I wanted to make a point, just to your point, what you're saying a while ago, Dennis. The man don't really want the full-time responsibility. Meanwhile,
No.
so we know the biggest cheating story right now, the whole CMR thing, and we talked about this before. Everybody really did it, and them are trying to figure out, okay, is Chrissy going to leave? One girl came out, two girl came out, and we know. But the man builds stability with her. You understand me? And then proper vehicle them, their YouTube channels, those are businesses or whatever. So there's an aspect to it. It's not just about, you understand me, getting up and go find another man out there, because any woman can go out there go find penis, you know. You understand me? And any man can go find, but can you replace that person? And I think people who cheat sometimes they don't really do the calculation, because not for the time the same person where you have fun with, I know the same person that is good for you. They're not
But you're not looking for that.
it's good for
It's a
fun.
different mindset. It's a different
Yeah, it's a
mindset.
different
When you're
mindset.
going out there
Yeah.
to cheat, you're not. You remember, half the time, most of the time, from my small circle or from my circle, most of the time the woman that a man cheat with is not the woman that he would take home.
No.
When a woman and a man walking, and you see that girl with that nice ass and the umbrella over her eyes and all that crap. And he look around and the woman get jealous and all of that. Trust me, that woman is not the one that you would take home. It's just for a minute or a moment.
Recreational purposes, man. Recreational
Oh my
purposes.
God.
No, but it's true. You understand me? Sex is more
That
biological.
woman will never go home with him. That woman, and
Yeah.
that's why whenever time you see they are out there having fun, and they're having fun. Anytime after the responsibility drop in his lap, he is gone, but because that was never his purpose of being there.
Yes. Yes. Good point. Good point. Good point.
So
Yes.
what do you think should happen? Because I don't think most men would follow through with pressing charges against these women, because what do they have to gain? Nothing. A lot of the time, these women are out there doing that because they need money or they need some sort of financial support or whatever support they need.
Sexual too.
Right?
Sexual satisfaction too.
They need sexual satisfaction. However, if you are now paying for 7 years to support a child, a lot of men are probably not willing to go after the woman financially because she has nothing to offer.
Yeah, and not only the fact that she don't have nothing to offer. It's that society had put a pressure on man. Man's supposed to be quiet. Man's supposed to be humble. Man's supposed to take all the pressure. Man is not supposed to react, right? Because our emotion is not count. They don't see us a certain way. So we are supposed to hold it. We are supposed to quiet. We're not even supposed to share with anybody because we becomes acting like in a Jamaican society, you're acting like a girl, you're weak, you're all that. So we are supposed to just hold it.
So is it embarrassment? Is it embarrassment?
How society, how
Yeah.
Jamaican society look at it? Which man gonna feel like a man walking in a court with a woman defending that? Him gonna feel the man that can't go because of how society look at him. So it's not gonna happen. I think that they should face the punishment, but the pressure that society is gonna put on the man, he's not gonna want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, an article
Mm-hmm.
from November 16th, 2021 states that a woman who knowingly names the wrong man as her child's father on the birth certificate is committing a breach of registration. And they said that the offense, she could be charged with a mandatory fine of up to $250,000, face imprisonment for a term not to exceed 3 months.
Well, that would be good, but you know what? She might end up paying the money, but she's going to run a couple of jackets in order to do that.
And Carla, those are Jamaican stats.
Yeah. It's from the
I'm
Caribbean. It's from the Caribbean National Weekly, and this was from November 16, 2021.
Awesome. I asked because I was looking at that side of the American situation, and in America, even your name goes on the birth certificate,
You stand responsibility.
you stand the responsibility. Even if you're biologically proven not to be the father, you are
Yes.
still responsible for the
Yes.
child in very,
Sticky.
very many states.
Yes.
I was looking, very
What?
few cases. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Very few cases have been won by men. When I looked at the reason they were not won, because men could not provide enough evidence to prove that the women were knowingly deceptive.
Oh my God.
And
That's
when it
crazy.
looked at the cases that were actually won, they were able to cite 4 cases. I don't know if 4 cases of many or just 4 cases have been won overall.
No.
It
Go
wasn't
ahead, keep
just
going.
some state.
Yeah,
that
I went to child support court already in New York. I went to child support court already in New York for my 2 kids. for no reason. And let me tell you, before I even get into what I was saying, for no reason, because prior to me going to the child support court, I had given the woman a bank card, right? And was telling her every 2 weeks at the time when I was getting paid, I would tell her to take that money because I didn't want to go to the Western Union. And at that time, we did not have Zelle and all that, Cash App and all of those stuff. I gave her a bank card and tell her to take the money because I am a man that is willing and ready at any given time to take care of my responsibility. And remember,
Right. Your responsibility.
I'm a Southerner.
Yeah.
I have no choice. You know?
You're a
But
I like it.
yeah, but I was dragged into court for child support, right? And I know it's not out of the abundance of the money because she was getting money and getting good money, right? But what she wanted to do was to give me a hard time and to punish me, right? And you know, when I was in the court, when the judge was talking to her, the judge stared straight in her eye throughout the entire thing. And when it was my time to talk, the judge was staring at the back wall.
Oh, wow.
The judge did not hear nothing that I have to say because what she started out saying, and when I interrupt, I started to talk. At the end of what I said, she continued with what she was saying.
Yeah.
And it's not that she had it was a man judge. It was a male judge. It was a male judge. Because that's how the system set up.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're going to talk about American system, you're talking about a whole different crap.
Horrible.
Serious kind of worm because you know right now in America, I don't know, Carla, if you're familiar with the manosphere, and we know them talk all heap of foolishness over there, men versus women, especially in the black community. And because of the laws that are set up there, Sheen just talked about some of those laws a while ago. They hold the man them responsible and hostage for take care of the youth them.
Yep.
Once them sign a birth certificate, then if you never have reason to question, you understand me?
Paternity.
If you don't have a reasonable doubt to question paternity, if you never have reasonable doubt and all these foolishness. In other words, if you're just trying to, if they believe that you're just trying to get out of the responsibility, what they're saying is that once you establish responsibility for that child and you're in the child's life, they hold you to it. And I'm saying it's terrible. I mean, I say, okay, I've spoken to females.
Look. I am getting annoyed even talking about American system and the way they did things. Because the American where I live is one of the dumbest set of laws that I ever heard of in my entire life. Right? American system don't make no sense. American law don't make no sense. It's like I don't know where they're coming from, and that's why they're throwing gay and lesbian and us. You understand? Putting it in school and all. Look, man, don't even use them. Let us go up and talk about Jamaica.
All right. Fair enough. It's just a reference. We have to say.
I'm just saying, yeah, it's a reference, but I'm just saying this place, which clearly cover for wrong and has some. That's why they have so much mass shooting in this country now. It's because people of this country is pressured in every aspect that you can think of, and they have some stupid explanation. And with an expectation for you to understand. You know how many times I've been joining a corner, about something, and the explanation was given, and I'm like, wow. But then I have no choice than to just understand it, even though it's not understandable. It's not understandable, but I have to understand it and move on. So you not talk about this place. Don't talk about this place.
All right. We stay, and that's why we stay up for a yard. because I don't think we can relate to, and it's realistic. So we're gonna leave, but it's a cross reference. I understand you're cross, angry, and miserable, Mr. Sutherland. So let us
No. I'm passionate. That's what it is. Passionate.
let us Hey, internet drop. Hey,
Whoa, again.
hey, we're still here. We're
I'm
still
here.
here.
You hear me?
I'm here.
Hey, Uncle Dennis.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
here.
yeah, man. That was an internet moment. That was an internet moment. That was an internet moment. Go ahead.
No, I'm talking about America. So the feds not listen and disrupt us.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a
Hey,
good
man,
one.
let me lose my look of show, you know. Man, let me lose my look of show, son. Bigger than we. These things are bigger than us. You understand me? All right, let's pause for a moment and welcome some people in the group.
Yes, welcome, Lady Tidra. You're in the building.
Lady Tidra.
All right. Welcome, Lady Valerie. We are so happy to have you.
She's a loyalist, you know. She's a loyalist. She's loyal.
Yeah, always.
Some good points. And Father Greg will big up already, but
Yeah, big up Father
to the
Greg. Every
queen.
time.
Big up Cindy.
Cindy in the building. A big up Cindy.
My
Of course.
virtue
Big
of-
up Cindy. Big up
Yeah.
Cindy. Family.
All right.
Dennis Smith is in the building.
Hey,
Dennis are the real Luther Vandross, you know, the living Luther that yeah,
come
man, big
through,
up.
door. All right. So,
By the way, just pause for a moment. Sorry about that, honey. Have you guys heard from the gentleman who was the victim of or the product of the paternity fraud? I put my number up there. I'd absolutely love to hear from him. Is he still willing or am I bored?
I don't know, but I know his story.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
You
know
want to
his
tell
story.
us?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
So, his mom had quite a few children, and she decided that she was going to give a particular gentleman the child and gave him the name, everything. And however, what would happen is his aunts, his cousins, everybody in the community knew that he was not that man's child. So he was teased, to be honest with you, as he was coming up. It wasn't until he became an adult that he finally met his dad, and the dad said, "Yes, you are my child," whatever. The dad and the stepmom loved him, embraced him, and wound up even giving him property in Montego Bay. So his entire life, he was not with his dad, did not spend time with his dad, wasn't able to nurture that relationship because of the mom's lie. And everybody knew it in the community. Yeah.
wow.
Usually the community and the family know. They say usually it's only the father, you understand me, are the one that's giving the child, and the child that don't know what's going on. Everybody else knows. I know, especially in Jamaica already, people laugh after you for these things and they talk about it.
Of course.
So it's sticky. But as I said before,
it was financial. Why? Reasons why she did it.
Yeah. And what we find in some of these things that we've been watching in preparation for the show, some TikTok, some shows, some YouTube shows, and so is that women do it a lot for financial reasons. Do it a whole lot for financial reasons. Like,
it's very selfish.
Yeah, you choose the man who can afford the child.
Yeah, but they never consider the man's emotion, you know. But we should always consider their emotion. They're soft. They're this. They're that. They're all sort of stuff, and you know, and all that tenderness. But nobody cares about us, who we as man is so emotionally weak. we're not as true. They always equate our emotion to our physical strength, which is very, 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 very wrong and unfair to us. So they do whatever, they verbally abuse us, and in some cases, even in America, they physically abuse you. Because if
Yeah.
you retaliate,
Right.
you're going to jail. You understand? But let me tell you something. I will never put my hand on a woman, and I'm gonna use this platform to tell you. I will never put my hand on a woman, but I'm asking you to tell her. I'm asking you to tell her, don't put her hands on me, because I am going to respond. That's how serious I take. And you know what? It's not so much of the woman, it's a system that makes it okay. That's why I'm so rebellious about it.
Yes.
Yeah. Anytime you support slackness just are gonna get out of hand more and more. And so it's one of the reasons why, we raise real topics on the show, because these are real issues that people face. It's really not far-fetched. If you are not aware of it, deal with nobody, we have to deal with it. You've always been in your family and everybody look like everybody and whatever. It's one thing. But when you have real people out there dealing with it, and from the stats that we're seeing, it's not just a few. And these things, they help to contribute to the crime and violence in the country. So
Of course.
crime and violence are hit with every single angle. But if that is not setting up somebody, you understand me, a child or a man or a father, whoever, you understand me, by doing this kind of fraud. If you're not set up somebody to do something, see, Dennis said something earlier on, and I've already made a statement before, is that men are not as emotionally strong. When men get in a problem or when things reach, enough man, they go tell your brethren, you understand me, say, your woman a cheat man, you're laughing. I'll give you one joke, but I might not find it funny. But I remember me have a brethren one time, and we had talk, and the brethren say, say, your girl a cheat on him. And the man say, the next brethren look at him and say, as of now on, we're going to call you burn notice, because you get burn on notice.
That's Jamaica.
That's burn notice. You get burn on notice. And the witness think that's in their life, man. You get burn on notice. They burn notice.
Wow. That's Jamaica.
Yeah, you have to let some man have to drink it off. You understand me? I have to
man. Remember me tell you on that show already, Remember me tell you on that show already, say, me get bun already, when me have to go buy all rum,
Yeah.
Me go buy rum, and slip my mouth and wet up the whole of my back, I tremble, Call me change and put in the next man pocket. Because we're not emotionally strong to deal with these things.
We're not.
While that woman can just move on.
Yeah.
Cuss and anger herself and move on. Now we go have to walk in the community, walk and hold on my head. How much that take out of me?
Yeah.
As a man, it's rough, man. It's a rough thing.
Hold on a second. Whoa. And I'm not going to take away from the fact that it's hurtful for both men and women. But a lot of times what happens is this. Men will think, oh, if I cheat, you're supposed to just accept it. Why?
I don't think that man think that, Miss
I don't think that is the case, I don't think that's the case.
So you don't think there's a double standard in Jamaica?
No, it's just that men and women, as I hear a lot of people explain, men and women view their role in a. I'm not gonna agree because on a man. In other words, a man shows he loves you by providing for you, taking care of you, protecting you, and do all of that. You understand me? The unfaithfulness part of it, though, usually, as we say, it has nothing to do with the woman that is at home. The men that get their woman that's at home involved are the weak man them. You have some man then just greedy and them go out the road and then do stupid things. It's very different because most of the times a man is not looking for any connection with that outside woman. I am not saying it is right. You understand me? But as I say, a lot of times it doesn't want more than sex. And if only sex alone in need, it has to be different. You understand me? The woman know usually the only way she go want only sex alone is if the sex are bad and she find somebody out a road who can sort you out. That is what I say. Somebody who the man a yard only want to waste it, but the man out the road will face it. You understand me? Those little things. But generally, the woman now go left her stable life. Just we go get some sex on the road like that.
And I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. However,
not defending them, not defending it.
A man needs to know from a woman's perspective, a man needs to know that just as much as it hurts you when your significant other goes out there and cheat, it hurts us the same way.
All right.
It hurts us just as, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. My ex-husband told me this. When I found out he was cheating, I was devastated because we were best friends. Best friends. When we divorced, we were both in the courthouse crying. And the judge is like, wait a minute, are you guys being held hostage here? Like, what is going on? Why are you divorced? I couldn't respect him after that. I'm like, I'm not staying with you. I can't trust you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wish men could understand that it hurts us just as much as it hurts you if your significant other, the person that you love, is out there sleeping with somebody else. Because everything that you are doing with your spouse, with your loved one, with your significant other, you're thinking about them doing it with somebody else. You don't think that pains us? Breaks our heart every day, all day. Unless you just don't give a damn about the guy.
But you see what you did, Miss Carla? You said hell no, and you walk away from it because you have a choice, you have an option, and you utilize it the best way to you know how or what comforts you. There are a lot of women that are not as independent as you are, or for whatever reason they're just holding on to the relationship in spite of whatever. You understand? And continue with the man. And then walk out and say, boy, the man is doing these things and expect, because you have some men that are just cheaters. Even though you have women that are just cheaters. If it happen, it's a violation of the standard of the union. You should walk away from it. Some of these ladies though cannot afford to work because they are not independent enough to do so. So and you know what? Well, you know I'm gonna say this. You have some men that take advantage of that. A lot of men take advantage of that. You know the woman financial weakness. Take advantage of. You know he knows that she ain't going nowhere, and he does whatever he wants to, which is very much wrong. And that's why me supervise my sister them relationship, you know, because any man violate, remember, then go have to talk to me.
But Dennis.
All right, supervisor.
But again, if I had children, I might not have walked away. But I don't know. I don't have kids. If I had children, I might not have walked away. Because you have to think about that. Now we're disrupting our children's lives with, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Why would you stay? Why would you stay in that though? Why would you stay and take that in? Why? Just because of the kids?
I don't know. I can't really say it. You know,
a lot of
women say
divorce brings trauma to children.
And sometimes people.
Yeah, but when you're in a relationship and leaving and spend 20 years leaving, it brings trauma to the kids just the same. You better you just leave.
That's true. You're right. That's true. You're right.
And it brings more. There much more benefit comes with leave than with leave than leaving. Much benefit to you and much benefit for the child. You spend 20, 25 years leaving. Left. Go. It's done. It's not working. You have you're short at something, or somebody's short at something. Something is missing, or that's how you are. It cannot work. Why would you sit and take this over and over? Because if you take it once, guarantee you that's not going to be the last time.
It's most likely going to happen again.
Hey,
so are we saying that Yeah, man. Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Are we saying what?
Are we saying that once somebody cheats, it is time to walk, whether a man cheat or a woman cheat? Upon
Depends.
discovery, is it time to walk?
Depending on the person's standard. Depending on the person's standard. Yes. For me, yes.
Okay. All right. Your standard is your standard. Respect the standard.
All
People,
right.
yeah, you have to respect the standard. All right.
All right. So we had some comments from the last time we read. So let's get caught up. Uncle Greg, Sir Greg, may I have to keep my title them
Father
right.
Greg.
Father Greg.
Yeah.
Say, walking away from 7 years is very expensive. Now, I mean, me nah leave.
That was with the child
with
situation
the
earlier on.
kids. If you have the kids, I stick around. Sir Garth had said, no one forces the women to accept. It's still a matter of difference in opinion, or rather, what one is willing to accept.
Right.
She chose to accept it, but because it may or may not bother her. That
I think that's a fair comment. I don't think you force one person to do what another person does. To each his own in this situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me say something real quick though. You know, I think in the Jamaican culture, it is easier for a woman to take it because it has been a stigma and man in Jamaica that they have, Jamaican men have multiple partners. So when a woman, because it is a more of a cultural acceptance. I think when a woman get involved with a man, she enter with that expectation. It might sound crazy, but that's how I feel because that's a stigma on man that they have multiple partners. You know, but when the man find it out because he did not enter it with that mindset, it is more devastated. That's my explanation.
yes.
I think that's a good comment. I like that.
Right. And Kadia has a comment that will comment on that as well. But let me just move down. Of course, Uncle Dennis was okay. This is Sir Smith Ladior was agreeing with the steady one. All right, Father Greg said, what am I doing with her after she cheats on her husband with me? If she cheats on him with me, she's going to cheat with someone else. Know what I mean?
Yeah, most likely that's
Yeah.
a one.
All right.
I'm not so agree with that, Dana, but we can keep going. Not 100%.
All right. Father Greg said as well, we should not allow society to dictate how we behave as men. And
True.
of course, a lot of love was happening in the chat. So we go to this one. Oh yeah, this one. Hold on, we skip over one. Father Greg said, greedy women always drag men to court and end up getting less money. It has happened.
Happened a lot of times.
We hear one story, but that is too funny.
Yeah.
If you want to know how much a woman probably wants, wait till you break up with kids. My lord, a murder.
Yeah.
A murder.
All right,
And
Jules.
yeah, Jules said, Father Greg said, Jamaica take time follow back America PP clock. Well, sorry, I'm paraphrasing. Kiss him teeth. And then Jules said the judicial system there is terrible in so many ways, referring to the American system. But then the laws in Jamaica are a whole other story, as many don't make
no
sense
sense.
either.
Yeah.
So you and Father Greg saying the same thing. And then Mrs. Small, you're in the building. Welcome to the Small.
Welcome, Avon.
Yes. There's one big one. Hold on. This is the one that responded to your comment, Uncle Dennis. Kadia was responding to Carla. Kadia said our grandfather's generation were the ones that used to go out and give up, and the women at home knew and accepted it.
Yeah.
But this generation,
Cardinal, look at that point. In.
no,
What are your point?
This generation of women aren't accepting them burn back and move on.
Yeah. All right, let's
Burn back. Whoa. Burn back and move on. Are you no.
Yes, so different people react in
burn
different
back and
ways.
move on.
Then are you good? And this is what I can't understand.
Right.
If your parents raise you, Father said,
Yeah.
with a certain principle, not to be honest, not to steal, right? And a man come and steal from you. And remember, you have a standard that you're guided by, that
Right.
you're not supposed to steal, you're not supposed to do all of that. And a man come and steal from you. Are you saying that you're gonna violate your standard and steal back from the man? How does that make you better or different from him? This one back in a foolishness.
I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one. But what she did say though, she said this generation, and this kind of explains why.
No, it happened to me. So I not just said generation. What generation before that? A little bit.
Oh my God. Like I said before, the bun back situation, nobody cannot tell anybody, as Father Craig said, we don't let society or anybody dictate how we behave. But bun back and move on. Why not just move on?
Why not just move on? Why you gonna lower yourself? If you're gonna bun back, and move on, that's who you are.
Yeah.
That's who you are.
That's why
you can't lower your standard, violate your moral beliefs and all of the things that come with that. To do what? That don't make no sense to me. Let me hear Miss Valerie say.
Miss Valerie said, Dennis, no man should have to keep supporting a child he know is not his. I love when Miss Valerie passed through, because Miss Valerie talking things them.
Yes.
Big up Miss Valerie.
And Kadia said to you, Uncle Dennis, if you never hear about getting your lick back.
Getting what?
Lick back. And it's a younger generation language that. So apparently it's a lick back. It's a lick back.
If Dennis never hear about getting your lick back.
What that means?
Bun for bun.
I think it means bun.
There you go,
Bun for bun.
Bun for bun.
That don't make no sense, man. You must have a standard that you're guided by, and you can't make people come and take away that from you. You understand? The Bible said the man who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, right? A wife not supposed to them there's something in a wife's vocabulary.
I like that.
You understand? And I don't know how I'm gonna take you to the pastor or to wherever after you think that after I did whatever I did and how we move on past that. I don't know. Everybody's different. You know what? I'm putting up too much. I think because of my experience, I'm putting too much emotion in this thing. So,
oh man, emotions is necessary, man. It helps to drive the show in the right direction. Yeah, what else? You have questions?
Yeah, I have two questions. Should men start? I'll do it one at a time. Should men start? Jamaican men start suing women after they find out how many years later that the child?
Yes.
The child is them?
Yes.
You think they should?
Yes.
Well,
Something needs to change.
Well, I guess if anywhere time accountability comes in, then it probably can help to drive down. It becomes a deterrent to the whole thing. So I suppose it could. I suppose it would help. Me not think would I really do that still, but I just move on.
But how come they're not doing, because it's so prevalent, how come they aren't doing paternity tests as soon as the baby's born?
They're doing that now.
That was my next question. No, they're not doing it. Actually, Roy Clark, an MP from Montego Bay, he said that he was going to introduce this idea in the legislature for DNA testing to be mandatory.
It should be.
He came under so much fire from all kinds of rights and gender groups. The women came at him and it was over.
Yeah.
Why?
It a mash up the economy.
What the people from different government sectors said was that the government shouldn't have to pay for it because it was not gonna become mandatory unto the government. That was how it was gonna be positioned. Shouldn't have to pay for that. One young lady, Imani Duncan Price, a DK Duncan daughter, she said from her role in her sector, said what she say again? Say the government does not belong in the bedroom.
But if it's a child support situation, they want the government. They want the government involved because that interferes with benefits. So it doesn't, make no sense. But here's what though, and this kind of, if this is going on, it kind of tells you right now that in a really safe fear run joke out a road like that because of the possibilities that exist. You understand me? It's a rare occasion a man go there before that a woman get up and say he is the father of the child. So I guess sometimes out of bad situations come good, and men have to just kind of look. Sometimes the man only see bumper and the pretty face and everything else where she bring to the table, but if you let me say the pretty face and the bad character, you understand me? Apparently enough women have that to go on with them right now. You know that from the old school days. And that won't stop, because remember, there was a time when if you're going to see girls half naked about the place, it would have probably be that you're looking at some special magazines. And it was never the women from our community. But with Instagram now here and TikTok and so many platforms that are out there for women to show up the goods. And you know that men were visual creatures, so the more you show, the more you understand me, the more we're gonna look. Because as Father Greg says, not me, as Father Greg said, men love shiny things, you understand me? So man gonna look. Man go eye shop, you understand me? Just like a woman go look for one bag of shoes and she not buy none of shoes them. Man go look. So look, you can window shop, but not spend no money. Don't get involved because that's a whole different situation. You understand me? But as we said before, the morals and the standards, because women competitive, and they gave them the perfect platform to continue this. So you have to understand, say, there was a time when the woman was at home. If she's fortunate enough, there was a father in the house. And as we talked about a couple of weeks ago, you had to go to the father. You understand me? Now it's a matter of, you understand me? If you find yourself in her DM, you understand me? Direct message become a thing now, You understand me? Because I'm older now, it took a while for me to figure out what was DM. So apparently, once you direct message her, it's a big thing you want. Because you know what she advertising, So when you get in her DMs, it means that you are a potential customer. You understand me? And whether she's going to respond depends on if you were the kind of customer that she was advertising to. So women are doing a lot more with them body before they think about husband, because right now, I guess the newer generation look funny and say, okay, so instead I look for one man, they say one man can satisfy her. She understand me? One man can satisfy her again, So she want a different man for different things. Because remember, the money we should have get from the one man should have keep or whatever. She not have to do that no more. Because once you put it out there, and 500,000 man I hit up in her DM, you understand me? Right now, you have sexy girl out the road, have more followers than real life celebrities, who have movies and music out there, because they look good. So it's a different market and a different environment we are dealing with. So it's not a nice platform to be trading on right now if you're from the older generation. But the fact of the matter is that old school principles, they still prevail, because the generations that's been exposed to all this kind of stuff, a lot of times they are the same ones that are coming up, and they're the ones that are doing these things that I think now. So you tell me, say, you want a money man. You understand me? You do sleep with the money man, and you're going to have a youth. You understand me? For the money man. You understand me? And sometimes the money man don't want nothing to do with the youth, or whatever reason. Or you have Joe Grind out the road, you want something, but you don't really deal with Joe Grind. You get the youth to Joe Grind. So women a lot of times are known to go get to careless man out the road, or what society deem as careless. As them say, woman love bad boy and man who do all kind of things. You understand me? But when the responsibility thing come in, so she don't want a responsible man for have sex with but you are a responsible man to be the father of the children.
Or of the
You
child.
understand me? A
Correct.
father of the child or the children. And I think that's messed up. I wonder what going on with Father Dennis right now.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for him to come back.
Yeah, man. Father Dennis look like hopefully he will make it back. I don't know. He probably drop out of the app and that kind of stuff. You understand me? While we're waiting on Father Dennis, to the point I made earlier on, I heard a TikTok that I think has some kind of correlation, and I can disagree if you don't want, but I'm going to play it. There's a perspective a young lady is sharing. I think I said something similar last week as well. You understand me? So I go night. All right, I make it come up. Oh, wait there. Come up, look up at me. Watch you. Where them ads come from? All right, I'm gonna go again. 1 second. You know me, I'm a technical issues them already, but I clicked on it. Look here. This is the one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why not come up?
Probably let's go play first.
This have to play first?
I don't know.
Replay. Let me see what I've got.
Oh, that's a game.
I don't know why it's not coming up
Let me
though.
see.
Yeah, let me send it to you and see if it'll work.
Okay.
Wait, the seater. I'm gonna send it to you, and I'll let you play it. Forward, Sheens forward. Then it's there bucket.
Nice.
No. Forward. All right, I'm sending it on here. Play it now.
All right.
And I had that seater.
I can't believe that I'm about to say this. And I thought it went without saying, but clearly it does not. The person that is going to give you everything that you need is not going to be what you want. Let me say it again. The person that is going to give you everything that you need is not going to be what you want. Think of it like this. For the men out here that are loving and caring and compassionate and considerate, and they are real leaders, and they are out here establishing themselves as husbands, and they are ready for wives, they do not have the behaviors, character, or traits of the bad boys. The men that you find yourself physically attracted to don't own those traits that you need. So you're not going to be able to get the man that has the street mindset, that bad boy mentality, the swag. The likelihood of you finding one of those with all of the traits and characteristics that you need is very slim. And while y'all are out here focused on not building a man, you should be focused on a man that has the foundation. So then you can upgrade his wardrobe, upgrade his haircut. So then you can start showing him, babe, these are the things that I like. I think you may enjoy them. Let's go over here. Have you ever heard this music? Have you ever went to this type of restaurant? You can expose him to the lifestyle that you want. But something that you cannot do is make someone who does not want to be a husband a husband. What you cannot do is base looks as the foundation for your relationship. Those are temporary. The type of men that you need are most likely not the man that you physically want, aesthetically want.
Okay. All right. So you hear that? You hear that a while ago. You hear that?
Wow. True.
Yeah.
Fact.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Fact.
Oh, somebody's. I wonder who this is calling. Hold on. Go ahead.
All right.
Sorry. You can go ahead and comment, Carla. You had something to say again. You were gonna say something?
No, what I was saying is she's right about that. A lot of times we don't want what's good for us.
Right.
We don't want what's
It's
good for us. We want that what's cute, what's trending, what's, you know,
what's
we
hype.
see
You understand, man?
what's hype. Exactly. We see all the danger signs. We see the red flags that turn into red sheets, and we still ignore it.
Hey,
Yeah, we need to talk about that
I
part of it.
like that.
We need to talk about that part. All
Exactly.
right, so
Exactly.
you know this for a fact, Miss Carla. You've been around. You
Yeah.
understand me? So you should, I'm sure you've seen it. It is a well-known, established fact. I'm not gonna say something right now. Enough people don't agree with me. Unfortunately, black women are the worst when it comes to choosing good men. And it really has to do with the
Because
daddyless
they choose
daughter
for the
fact.
wrong reason. They're choosing for the wrong reason.
They choose men for the wrong reason, my friend. You understand me? They're the worst. They are the absolute worst. You get what I'm saying? Because how do you reconcile? You take up a careless man, the man in our work, in a show, no
But he
signs
look good.
of
He
good
look good in tall,
color.
dark, and he
He look
handsome.
good.
That's
Exactly.
it.
He
That's what I mean.
drive
How
a
much
nice car.
Yeah,
Him drive a nice car, which I him mother car.
yeah, yeah. You did a good job. You did a good job, baby. My wife did a good job.
I think so too.
Yeah, you did a good job. You did a good job. But it is a fact. And one of the big things, I'm not Dennis in the top of America, but let's look at it. Right. So one of the big things that happen now is that when a woman younger and in her prime, you understand me, she has the pick of the litter. That is just life. But you want to tell me now, say after those days run off and the bad boy done with you, you finally want one good man now for come mine. And then to tell you, oh, some of the woman they wicked, you know. You also have the stories out there about men, even men, who get up and he take up almost step pick the panny hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, step me pick the mind, pick the send, pick the, and then after that, mothers still turn round and give that the man the bun, and she and the pick the turn against the man. A lot of times, woman are no hard for man, and it's just a fact life. And someone don't need to change, because someone no wicked. You understand me? Some woman out there are wicked woman.
Yeah, man, they're wicked, but you got both ways
They
enough.
are wicked, they're wicked. Hey,
It
we got a
wicked, but
wicked.
it got both ways. It's just that I think it
It's
got
a
both ways, and I think it's equal. But the
Yeah.
only thing that I don't like is the broad brush that they use to paint Jamaican man. I think it is very much unfair. The first thing you hear when you hear of a Jamaican man is that they're dogs. You understand?
Yeah.
And you don't hear that about Jamaican woman who cheated. You understand? Give man what we call jacket. Give man kids that are not theirs. Having multiple partners to satisfy their multiple needs. Nobody pays attention to that. You understand? But because we the man probably will do one thing, which is no excuse at all. For some reason, we've been tainted as the bad one, and that's where I have a problem.
Yeah, yeah. Father Greg make a comment a while ago. I want to read this out of myself. Father Greg say, that's not a fair dichotomy. If we all leave because of cheating, of relationships in Jamaica no longer exist. Me da live, me da live, me da live. Father Greg, stand up in that. You understand me? So I don't think you can't fault the man for saying on stage. You understand what I say?
Wait a minute. Is he
What
saying
is that
that
one
he
I
would
say?
stay if his
Jack man
if
do restaurant.
if is he saying that he would stay if his wife cheated? Is that what he's saying?
Yes, that's what he's saying. Yes. Good man, respect the man. If you want to stay with your wife, it is his wife.
Hold on, man. Hold on. No, man, no, man.
Dennis have a stance on it. Him saying all if your wife. We can't tell a man say for if your wife if
Exactly.
Yeah,
respect
but
the
he don't
standard
deserve
enough.
no applause either. He don't deserve no applause. And they applaud back while multiple. I don't know why him get applaud for that. That's his personal choice. We should be sympathizing with him.
Right.
Yeah, but so we respect the
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm so
We
very
respect.
No, I respect anybody. I respect anybody's opinion. But saying it that strongly, like that should be the standard, and you're going to applaud him.
No, every
No, that's
No,
situation
not
is
but
true.
different.
they applaud
A father bring
indicate
it up.
that.
That is member say
Yeah,
a
me know I
father
say
bring it
the
up.
boss. Me know say the
Father bring
boss,
up
but
with
me not gonna go with that.
family. Yeah, yeah. No man, we understand, man. Disagreement have a come in, you know. You understand me?
Yeah.
No disrespect that they are just disagreement. We can accommodate that on the steady show. That's what we do. We talk like grown people. Yeah, but that's how him feel about the situation now, and we respect it. But we as a standard should be there. But you know, touching on the video that the girl talked about earlier on, it might seem like
I
it's
want I
simple.
want to talk to Father Greg doing that. You can go to that
Yeah,
video, but I want to talk to him because I want to
Dennis,
understand
Dennis,
talk to Father
what would
Greg.
have drive
Talk to
him.
Father Greg. Talk to Father Greg. Talk to Father Greg.
I would want to know what would drive him to take that stand.
because he loves his wife.
What love have to
It's
do with
not
it?
an investment. You think I cash plus
What do you
this?
mean?
I know 30 grand wife, a man having a Dennis. He's
Listen
not
to
if
me.
he's good wife, he's
Divorce
good
is
wife.
the destroyer of wealth. Divorce is the destroyer of wealth. You heard me,
Well,
Dennis?
yeah, but I don't think should I override my standard.
Dennis started to circle for time. Dennis, no matter where the footer is. What you say, man, you can't mash up a wealth like that. Dennis, remember say me know.
Yeah, that man. I would have said.
Oh, my bedroom in the heart is Dennis. Remember say, what's my laugh? What are the Dennis? Whose house am I seeing? Me see a house on a Facebook page, you know. And whose house that Dennis? You understand me?
100%, Dennis.
100% Dennis. Dennis.
Right, but guess what happened?
The divorce.
Take away the wealth.
Yeah, but he can't go touch that again because I mean.
Well, the Bible tell me, number one, I cannot be happy after that. Because remember, I said all of what me doing, I got imagine that man doing that, you know. Right. So every time if I do a big people do all of that I go run from my mind. I don't know how happy I can be after that. And there is nothing that worth my happiness in a basement. You understand? Mm-hmm. So I walk away from that house or any of the properties that I own. Mm-hmm. You understand? In pursuit of my happiness. You understand? It makes no sense. I try to hold on to any wealth at all and compromise my standard for no wealth. I'm not gonna compromise my standard for no wealth because I'm gonna have to live with it. I'm gonna have to live with some boy pointing finger upon me, and at that time, anytime it's a two somebody at me, no say me them at about.
Yeah.
You understand? So even though I respect Father Greg's position, I mean we have different standards, which is surprising to me. But if he wants to compromise his standard to facilitate his wealth, then that's fine. I can be happy without walking in a community and holding my head. Yeah. You understand?
Because you're a Sutherland, my friend.
Well, that's the first thing a guy have to understand. That before I'm even a man, I'm a Sutherland.
Oh God, the famous of I love it. That's why your name prime time. That is, you know, you talk for the heart, you know.
Yeah.
Yourself, you.
I'm a Sutherland before. I'm a Sutherland before anything. Yeah, it makes no sense for me for wealthy, but emotionally I'm unhealthy. It makes no sense. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not gonna do that. Miss Valerie says something, and me have to follow up to in America, the fathers
give Given the choice to pay for the.
Read it from my character.
In America, the fathers are given the choice to pay for the paternity test if he is in doubt. But
Wow.
again, if the fact is that you find out that the child is not yours and you're still responsible to pay, what's the sense? I don't get it. I don't even know how they can force you to pay for a child that's not yours.
The system do it all the time, though.
I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense.
It makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
But remember,
right,
so we live in a country that give a baby a choice of 12 to decide what sex he wants to be. So what else can surprise us about the system? And guess what? Guess what happened? Guess what happened? We can't even talk about it on the steady show because that would have been the last show. So we have to just live with it.
We don't want to lose the show. We don't want to lose the show.
So then we have to sit down. You realize how much we have to compromise on a daily basis in life.
Yeah, man.
Just to get by.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It is so sad. You know, we even at the workplace we have to lie to customer. But we are getting no money. We are selling our souls to the devil, in many areas, That's a whole different show, though. But we're just selling our souls to the devil in many areas of our lives, which is very sad. Very sad.
Rough waters to navigate, and here we said a whole lot of things tonight. I love the emotions that came out. I love the points that were raised. I love the honesty. One of the things I love about the show is the fact that we come and we talk very honestly about issues. I think this is the fastest 1 hour and 51 minutes I've ever seen. This one went really fast, so I'm happy about it. But here we are. At the end of the day, it is very wrong that women do these things, and any reasonable measure that can be put in place to reduce it. It only make everybody's life better at the end of the day. You understand me? I said to you, there's a whole economy out there just giving picnic to whoever you think will be the best father. It don't really work so. And then a lot of times, then instead we're not really strong emotionally, and then sometimes man do what man do. You understand me? And everybody sees that and they write him off as wicked and so on. You understand me? But it is wicked. It is wicked for women to do this. And it's something we need to stop. And I hope somebody that watches this show sooner or later, you understand me, will just look at it and hear what is said and decide, say, hey, we don't want to participate in the foolishness because the situation is bad. And that's why we're having shows like this. So not careful when I do out there. The cheating part right now, you better you just deal with one woman and build with that one woman. You understand me? I say?
Yeah, but you have to choose that one woman for the right reason, though.
Choose that one woman for the right reason.
You have to choose that woman for the right reason.
And that is why.
I know you're wrapping up and you're about just about the 2 hours mark, but the problem it lies where why we are choosing, where we are choosing and who we are choosing. That's where we have to look into. And people are just hooking up for all the wrong reasons. And if you're
people need to wear protection.
Oh, you're so safe. Why you're so safe?
I'm so what?
People wearing protection is not getting the real deal. That's just as close as you ever can get to it. That's not getting it. It's a protection, you know. Anyways, we're not gonna go up on that, Miss Carla. I'm not gonna mess with you because I
I
know
think
you're
you
very
need to go to
sensitive.
sleep, Father Dennis. I mean,
I know you're
Yeah.
sensitive.
I think you're getting tired.
He did an excellent prime time tonight again. Big up yourself, you know. So all when he start, go off with a caller. We have him under control, you know. But to your point, man, yeah, man, our brother, big brothers. But here we know, hear me say. I always believe that there are marital problems and there are marriage problems. I feel that marriage problems are the marriages that should not have happened. You understand me? The marital problems, I feel like people are genuinely married and they're having their issues, and those can be worked out. So a lot of things has to do with the choices people are making in the first place. So we can
That's
that
where
the
the
ship
issue is. Yeah.
don't sail, that the ship that don't sail already, you know, in terms of what people don't do already. But what you can do is give advice to say, no matter follow the trend, do the right thing. Yeah, but think that would be my concluding statement. Miss Paula, do you have anything else to say before we wrap up the show?
Miss Carla, go ahead,
I
Miss
think
Carla.
it's been
I'll
a
take the
great
last.
show, and thanks again for having me.
Woo-hoo! Oh, I say big up to Father Dennis, aka Primetime Dennis, Mr. Sutherland, the man of the hour, the big boss himself, the big bro.
Well,
Thank you for
let me
coming
just
through.
close up by again,
Yeah.
as always, thanking you for having me. I think I'm on staff now because of how frequently
Very much,
I'm here.
very much.
The,
You're
the,
Father Greg. You're Father Greg,
the,
permanent
the,
man.
the truth is, I don't mind being on staff and the
All of
steady
that.
show because of the purpose that it serves. I think you guys are highlighting some real issues, some issues that people want to talk about but have no platform to say it. And when you have a platform like this where it's open to the general public to voice their opinion, I think it's a great thing. You're doing a great job, and I just wish for you to continue it because you are going places, giving people an opportunity to express themselves in a meaningful way, speak from them heart. I know I spoke about a couple of things tonight, which was dear to me, stuff that matters to me, that I have kept in me for quite some time. But releasing it on this platform, I feel much freer, you
Amen.
know.
Yeah.
So I want to
Thank you, sir.
personally thank you for
Thank
the opportunity to release myself.
you. You're
Peace,
welcome.
much love. Thank you again, Miss
Respect.
Carla,
Respect.
friend for life, my
Big
business
up.
partner.
Big up.
We'll talk.
I like it. I am saying on a big up and bless up on yourself. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys soon again. You know how we do this already. I want to say thank you to everybody that came through tonight. We're big up when they came in already, so we're not gonna really go over that. We're gonna wrap up the show. But I want to say thank you everybody for participating. Please continue to make sure you like the video. You understand me? Share the video as well. I would really appreciate that. And invite honest people. When you see people that you think they can contribute something, or if you're ready to talk with us as well, feel free to talk to us. But bro Dennis and sister Carla, everybody, it's been a great night. This is the steady show saying heart of love, never short of love. Peace out. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great night, everybody. Bless up, bless
Bye
up, bless
bye.
up. Bye bye.